Hi, everybody, and welcome to a very, very brief mini episode of the Tranquil Cottage Knits podcast. My name is Michelle, and I'm your host. I can be found on Ravelry as Tranquil Cottage, on Instagram as Tranquil Cottage Knits, and you can find my blog at www.tranquilcottageknits.weebly.com. Anybody who follows my Instagram knows that I issued a challenge yesterday, and I think when I posted the episode yesterday, I had talked about how I had two projects I was working on and how I love them both. But the result was that the Drachenfels by Melanie Berg is it's garter stitchy and just squishy, and it's just so pleasurable to knit that I am not procrastinating, but just not being as active as I would like on my Slinky Ribs sweater by Wendy Bernard. So I wanted to motivate myself to be able to just kind of knock it out and work on both projects. I have wanted a Slinky Ribs. I fell in love with the picture when the book first came out back in 2008, and this was the photo I fell in love with. I loved it so much. I thought it was so beautiful, and I wanted that sweater so badly. It made me buy the book immediately. Here's the short sleeve version. Pull boy not included. And so all this time I've wanted to cast on for the sweater. I've wanted to knit the sweater, and I've been so excited to do it, and I finally bit the bullet and cast on and said, well, I need a to-go project at the same time, so let me go ahead and just cast on Drachenfels, because I wanted to, just have something to carry with me, something to knit on at lunch during work, something that I didn't have to pay too much attention to the pattern on. So that's what happened. I cast on the Drachenfels as well as the Slinky Ribs, and then proceeded to let Slinky Ribs languish. I love it. I love the pattern. I love the yarn. I love everything about it. I just love knitting Drachenfels more. So I started a challenge on Instagram that I called #committoknit. So it wasn't necessarily that you had to have, something that you, just basically, it's so that you have something that's languishing, something that you would like to knit that maybe you just aren't getting any traction on. And setting up a deal with yourself to commit to knit X amount, whatever you determine to be necessary, on your old loved project before you start working on your new loved project. So I just wanted to kind of not only make myself accountable, but also just kind of show you guys where I was with it. I was so excited yesterday. Not only did I get some traction on it, I got all the way up to the point where I separate for the back of the neck. So, yay! And this is Elspeth Vold Silky Wool. I can't talk today. Elspeth Vold Silky Wool in the rusty red colorway. It is. Let's see if I can get. I did something the other day where I got it to be pretty true. It wasn't dropping it on the ground. There we go. That's pretty true. So again, I love it. I love everything about it. I just was finding something else a little more pleasurable to knit, but at the same time, I'm going to be so sad if I don't finish this sweater now that I've started it. So, my goal was to knit 30 minutes on this before I went back to Drachenfels, and I was not only successful at knitting my 30 minutes, I went like a half an hour beyond that, so maybe an hour in total. But as you can see, I totally got traction on it. I'm so pleased with my progress. I'm going to do the exact same thing tonight. So this is just a call to arms, call to needles, if you will. If you have a project that is languishing a little bit, maybe something that you started and you just lost your oomph on, commit to knit. Pick up your old knitting, knit on it, 1 row, 2 rows, 15 minutes, an hour, half an hour, whether you go by rows, whether you go by pattern repeats, whether you go just by time. Set yourself a goal for that project that you still love and give it a little attention, give it a little love, and post your progress on Instagram, #committoknit, and I would love to see what everybody else is doing. So this is just a very quick little mini episode. I will post it on the blog and on Ravelry. In the group, there is a Tranquil Cottage Knits group, and I started the post with the challenge yesterday. But thought since I got home from work, it wasn't raining yet, I would just do a quick little video and see if I can get you guys on board to do this with me. It's going to be a lot of fun, and at the end of it, we will have finished objects. Yay! Happy Monday, guys. I will look forward to talking with you later in the week. Maybe before Sunday. Don't tell my husband. But if not, I will see you guys on Sunday. Please, if anybody is interested, I have a short 2-question poll on my blog. That is www.tranquilcottageknits.weebly.com. It's just a couple questions about patterns you find enjoyable, things that you have bound off and would have loved to just immediately knit again, the qualities that you found so wonderful in that pattern. So if you could just 2 questions, maybe all of 15 seconds. It'll take you longer to type the URL. But then also, you can reply to the blog there, post in the Tranquil Cottage Knits Ravelry group, or on Instagram, again, #committoknit, and let me see what you're doing. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great night.